I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet all by myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you. I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Can we stop the clock and rewind? Go back to that moment in time. When you say you want me for life, was it all a lie? I gave my all to deserve ya, begging on my knees just to show ya. You're the one I want and I love ya, no, 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 no lie. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet all by myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you. I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Your love, 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 your love. Put your love on me. Your love, 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 your love. Put your love on me. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me. Now I'm talking sweet all by myself. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything.
All right, I think we're ready to go. So oh, that was probably a little bit close to the microphone. Apologies for everybody who's wearing headphones. You may have just been deafened. I apologise for that. Didn't even think that one through. That's a great start to the stream, I must say. Alright, that gives you an idea of where we might be headed on this one. Anyway, g'day ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel and the stream. I'm just some Aussie, otherwise known as Bryce L to a few of you people, and I got my usual question for you. How the bloody hell are ya? Hope everyone's doing fantastically and having a great, what day are we? Friday. Friday. Well, we're Friday here. Thursday evening in some places. So, hopefully you've had a great Friday, you're having a great Friday, or you're ready to have a great Friday. There we go. Nailed all the objectives. What do I get for it? Not much. Not much at all. So, in this afternoon's stream, we've got quite a lengthy flight ahead of us. We're at one point we're going to actually be venturing ever so slightly into Canada for about 6 seconds, and then straight back out again. Everyone's saying sup in the chat, and it's making me wonder if you can actually hear me, because it's sort of like sup ? Hello. It is I, Leclerc. Except it's not, because I'm not French in any way, shape or form. You can hear me. Cool. Okay, all good. I'm just reading too much into the chat. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So, we're heading from Seattle to Spokane. Which is basically all the way across Washington to the east. I know my geography. Well, actually, that's nothing to do with geography. That's your north, south, east. I know my compass bearing. No, that's not it either. I know nothing, clearly. Spokane. Oh, okay, Spokane. I guess you could say it's spoken for. Badumtss. Actually, there's a soundboard for that, but I can't be, yeah, anyway. Right, train of thought. Focus. So, as I said, we're going to be heading up into Canada. I really need to stop clapping right next to the microphone. Apologies again. I will eventually learn when everybody stops watching, because they're deaf. Anyway, so as I was saying, heading up into Canada ever so slightly. We're also going to be jumping, hopefully not jumping. It's going to require a parachute. Flying and touching down in Friday Harbour, which I thought was quite apt, seeing as it's a Friday, and then we're going to be landing on Friday. In Friday. Isn't there a movie? Yeah, there is a movie called Friday. It's with, what's his name? The cold bloke, Ice Cube. The one who likes to be frozen all the time. Yeah, anyway, so, and basically going to get a nice look over Seattle as we make our way out of here as well, because there's so many points of interest in Seattle. We could have basically dedicated a whole stream just to trying to fit in all the POIs in like a helicopter and all that. No, so Swift Fighter, I was like, I hope everyone's happy. Well, it's Friday here, so that's my first excuse. And the second one was, I hope everyone's either having a good Friday, has had a good Friday, or is looking forward to a good Friday. So I covered all the bases. I don't know what that meant. It usually means, you know, off with the head, but, you know. Right, so, Twin Navion. I guess that needs to be started, but first things first, what actually needs to be done is I need to go and have a look at our chat and say some g'days, some personal g'days, some acknowledgements. What the hell is on? Oh, it's just the tag on my t-shirt, never mind. Now, if I look like I've just walked out of a kitchen, that's because I have, basically. I'm still wearing the chef's uniform, still got all the stains and everything that that comes with it. So it's a package deal, this stream. Don't know if it's the kind of package deal that you want, but it's a package deal. Right, before I keep going off on another tangent, let's actually do something about the various wonderful people that have decided to join us in the chat on this stream today. You will also notice, here I go on another tangent straight away, it's like it's inbuilt. You will also notice that you probably can't hear the sim right now. There's a simple reason for that. There is about 3 or 4 A310s on the ground right now at Seattle. Now, I thought that the whole audio thing with the A310 was just if you are flying the A310 and then somebody else in multiplayer is also flying the A310. No, if there's multiple people in the one area flying the A310, same problem. I didn't install the sound fix yet because honestly I didn't think it would actually be a problem. I was just sort of, oh, you know, next time we stream the A310 I'll make sure I install that. Yeah, so anyway, there will be no sim sounds until we probably actually get off the ground here at Seattle. So, no, you're not imagining things. I don't know if that's something you guys are into imagining. Anyway, right, so first person to arrive here today is Mr. Mitty37, who says, yo. G'day, Mitty. How you going, mate? Didn't realise you were gangster, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Hope you're doing a fantastic time. Hope you're having a fantastic time. And doing a fantastic time as well if you know, that way inclined. I don't know what that means, but roll with it. And he says, remember to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do it. Wow. Mitty getting aggressive. But, I mean, he's got a good message as well. So, I mean, if you haven't and you like what you see, get some help mentally first and then click the like and subscribe button. It's, you know, it's a two-way street. Mr. William Kelly is here. G'day, mate. He says, I did it a long time ago, subscribed, and about 15 minutes ago liked. William, that is because you are the man. Yeah, you're the man. Let's just go with that. I was gonna try and, you know, expand that to something more, but no, the man works. That's fine. Mr. Cody J is here. G'day, Cody, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really, really well. Mr. Jikundo says, I wonder when we will be able to voice chat in flight. I guess people use Discord for voice. Yes. If you're talking about like back in the days of the GameSpy servers on Microsoft Flight Simulator X, I would love to see that one day. Probably it's not high up on Asobo's list, honestly, especially with how many other things that need attention in the sim. I'm pretty sure the voice chat, I mean, they haven't even got a proper working replay yet that doesn't work outside development mode. So, yes, that would be great. And as you said, in relation to Discord and all that for voice, you probably find that'll be the reason why they don't prioritize that. Which probably makes sense. Mr. Brett Plays says, sup, g'day Brett, mate, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing fantastically. Hey, Mr. Swift Fighter says, hiya, because he's, I don't know, into Kung Fu or something. Swift Fighter, mate, g'day, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing really awesome. Mr. Adventure Bushflyers says, that's why he has an outrageous accent. Who, me? I didn't know it was outrageous, but I do have an accent. It's called Australian. But Adventure Bushflyers, mate, g'day, welcome to the stream. I know you're probably new words. Put that down in the dictionary. What's the definition? Fuck knows. I know you're probably going to be jumping into VR, so I'll get all the talking towards you done now, because then you can keep it all on and nice and, you know. I have no idea what I'm bullshitting on about, but I'm doing it anyway, and we're, you know, basically just stalling for some... Well, we're not actually stalling, we haven't even started it. You know what? Never mind, back to the chat. Jeet says, yes, you can be heard, but the music mix is hot, meaning unbalanced. This raises the treble on your track. This loudness hurts. Is that still the case, or has that been fixed now, Jeet? Alright, I think I have said a g'day, hello, etc. to all the wonderful people who have decided to join us this afternoon. So, now we get to start an aircraft without engine noise, which is going to be an interesting task in itself. Well, from my perspective anyway, it's sort of going to be like, is it working? The other thing that we also need to do is I need to connect myself up to little nav map, like so. There we go, that's done. And I also need to fill in the inflammation at the top so that all of you can see, you know, speeds, heading, all the various things that are important. Go. That's all filled in. Right. Let us... I don't know why I'm mentioning salad ingredients, but anyway. Let's magneto. I don't know why I always go for the magnetos first in this aircraft. That seems not like the correct way to go about things, you know. Most people probably don't turn their magnetos on before they do anything else. I think we also need to put some fuel in this thing, because it doesn't look like we got much fuel on board. And based on the experience last time, thanks to my amazing skills with turning on the wrong things, yeah, we best make sure that we... So, I learnt my lesson from last time as well here. Although the weather at the moment in Seattle seems quite nice, I have no idea what Friday Harbour or Victoria or any of the locations that we might be flying over on our way to Spokane. So, lesson learnt, we're going to throw on all the de-icing things and we're going to start heating the cabin from day 1 for that reason. Now, right, that is all good. Flaps up, propellers in, mixtures in, parking brakes on. All the various electrical devices are switched on. So, I guess that looked pretty promising. Yep, that one's running. Now, if we just do a bit of like so, very nice. Then we can put a thingo of flaps in. Not that we probably need it with such a massive runway like we have here at Seattle or SeaTac, whatever you want to refer to it as. Now, I'm not going to bother, rather, setting up the autopilot or anything yet, because obviously we're going to be doing a fair bit of hand flying in the first part of the stream, because we've got obviously the city of Seattle with all the various POIs, so I want to be nice and low and slow through there. We're also heading out to a few islands like Port Angeles and all that, which is just off the coast of Seattle. And then we've got Victoria, which is, the bottom of Canada. And then we've got Friday Harbour as well. So for that, up until Friday Harbour, there's going to be a large amount of hand flying. So, yeah, not going to bother with the autopilot at this point. That can be later on in the flight. Right, Jeet has Bose QC700 headphones, so he hears a lot. Yes, he would, absolutely. High quality headphones. Information or inflammation. Depends on your age and the time of day. I've just done 7 hours in the kitchen, so it's probably a bit of a combination of both. The muscles are probably a bit like, Jesus Christ, bro. What are you doing? Hopefully not inflammation. Sure, hopefully not that. Swiftfighter probably can't join because his Game Pass renewal is on pending. I hate it when that happens, Swiftfighter, mate, but you're all good, bro. You're all good. Fully understood. It is what it is. There's nothing you can really change about it. It's pending. You've paid. Unfortunately, it's at Microsoft's discretion, you know? William says, no pressure. Oh, this is going to be good. But I am watching this stream very carefully to see if I finally want to purchase the twin Navion, so please do your best. You know what, William? Even if I do my worst, it's $10 US right now with Black Friday sales. So, I'm not saying that you should go and purchase it no matter what, but I am kind of saying you should go and purchase it no matter what, if that makes sense. Although it is on sale for another 5 days. So, and we've got a World Adventure stream tonight, my time. And we've got a World Adventure stream, I think the day before it goes off sale as well. So you've still got a little bit of time. And it's mighty tempting at that price to buy a couple to give away as well. So, just sit on that one a bit. Just maybe you might get an opportunity to win one. You don't have to wait for that, but just throwing it out there, not promising anything, but there is a potential opportunity that might become a thing. Depends how much money I spend over the weekend. Right, okay. So instead of sitting here burning fuel, speaking of fuel, let's it up like so. Very good. That looks a little bit more under control. Right, now, active runways here at Seattle. Hopefully the runways are not too active or they're going to run away from us. literally run away from us. Yes, haha, very funny. I'm such a hilarious. Such a hilarious? Don't worry about me. Right, so active runways are the 16s. So that's 16 left, 16 right, 16 centre. And that is that away. A long way that away, because we're at the other end of the airport. So, I say I'm going to stop talking and start taxiing. You all know the first part of that is complete bullshit. There is no way I'm going to stop talking. But I am going to start taxiing. There we go. Oh, with all these people around, how's the frames? Oh my god, truck. There is a truck. Okay, good start. Great start. Great start. Excuse me for a sec. Whilst we just yeah, no, you didn't miss anything at all, Mitty. Good start. Really good start. Oh, for God's sake, it's going to make us wait for the...
Leave it! Leave it! Leave it! Just fucking leave it!
The tow thing is, what? We were just parked there. And now Alaska Airlines is like, quick, quick, they've moved, take the spot. We're just getting a slight pushback because I may have ripped the left wing off straight away. So things are, you know, pretty normal. But I was legitimately just parked there and there was no traffic. And the second we moved away, bloody Alaska Airlines is like, right, let's get in there now. But I must say, it is nice to finally have a working traffic injector, as you'll actually see. I mean, there's still, because I started the traffic injector after I loaded up the sim, there's still some various questionable airline companies that you wouldn't expect to see on the ground at SeaTac. You'll see what I mean in a sec. We have Malta Air and Sudan Airways. We also have absolutely no frames whatsoever. Jeet says there's also a custom livery that's the enormous rubber duck and Snoopy's flying doghouse. What, for the twin Navion? I honestly haven't looked at aftermarket liveries for the twin Navion, mainly because the previous two aircraft that we flew on this world adventure, the DA-40 and the Trinidad, back in the days of us flying the DA-40, there wasn't a huge number of liveries available for the standard GA aircraft within the sim. People just didn't really spend their time doing liveries for those. They more focused on the A320 and aircraft like that, the business jets. However, and then with the Trinidad, it's just not very popular for, I have no idea what reason why, but it isn't. However, the twin Navion does seem quite popular and well known. So if I can get an enormous rubber duck or Snoopy's flying doghouse for this thing, sounds bloody good to me, mate. Should be, actually, I should be, wrong, facing the wrong way. I was going to say, let's not do that. Let's do this. There we go. So we can get a bit of a view of this traffic injector. So we've got a Air Canada Express Dash 8 400. Swift Fighter a long time because basically when I started streaming properly just over 12 months ago, I cancelled Game Pass, upgraded to the Premium Deluxe version of the sim and paid the amount outright. But it happened to me once when I was on Game Pass, and it was resolved within a couple of hours. So hopefully, mate, touch all the various wood in the area, except that one, because that's inappropriate on a YouTube stream. Sorry, let me rephrase that. So you shouldn't be waiting too long, hopefully, mate, is what I'm trying to say. But really struggling to just construct basic English sentences. Is that Sun Country Airlines? I haven't seen Sun Country Airlines in a long time. A lot of Alaska at Seattle, which always made me laugh until I actually researched it a few years ago and realized that Seattle is one of Alaska Airlines' major bases because it's sort of the most major northeastern airport before you actually cross Canada to get to Alaska. And I was like, oh, right, that makes sense, yes. You need more streams? Well, MIDI. And I legitimately don't mean this, but the only way to get more streams is if I could somehow fund my bills by streaming. And because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, YouTube ain't gonna pay me through ad revenue. So the only way for me to give you more streams is basically for everybody to come together and fund like $1,000 fucking dollars a week. Which is unrealistic and never gonna happen. So, as much as, at this point anyway, so as much as it pains me to say, I'd love to give you more streams, MIDI, but I physically could not do it. And the other reason why I couldn't do it is because this is not designed as a money maker for me in the first place. It's, you know, that's why we have months where all the donations go to charity and stuff like that as well. So that would be the other problem, you know. We'd in the specific month, you know, it would be a case of, right, this month we've decided we're going to raise money for whatever. Yeah. What version of Microsoft Flight Simulator does Game Pass use? It uses the base version, I believe. I think it's 50% off if you upgrade from the Game Pass to the Premium Deluxe. If I remember rightly, that's how I did it. And it only cost me, I say only, it's still a significant amount of money, but in the scheme of things, it only cost me about $90 Australian, as opposed to the $160, $170 that the Premium Deluxe costs outright. Not that I think it costs that much anymore, but it did when I bought it, because I bought it 8 months, 9 months, something like that, after it was released. Alright, so I'm actually going to have to stop here, because as you guys can see, there is actually aircraft on final here for Seattle. So we actually need to deal with traffic, which is probably one of the first times ever in one of these streams that we need to deal with traffic, because we don't tend to come to massive airports. So the Premium Deluxe Edition Swift Fighter gives you an extra 20 handcrafted airports and an extra 10 aircraft, I believe. Something along those lines. Swift Fighter, you'll have to Google that to double check, but I think that's correct. G'day Tiananmen Square, how you going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing really well. But welcome. Here I am waiting for traffic that sort of appears to have disappeared. There was somebody who was legitimately on short final there at like... And they appear... Our stake, that was the bloke, but he appears to have changed runways now. So let's just roll. Mitty says nothing happened in 1989. Okay, sounds like a fucking boring year.
Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took.
2 seconds, Jeet, and I will read your, Oh, let's get a nice load of all the stutters as everybody loads in alongside the scenery. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, move your A310 out of the way. You're going too slowly. You're also the reason why everything's muted, so, I mean, not your fault, obviously, but just stating facts. You want to take off? There we go. Right, so Jeet said, when I bought my MSI Titan, I got Flight Simulator free, which had all the files and was the best edition. It was almost 205 gigabytes. That's exactly right. Damn, they've got good deals over in the US then. We didn't get any cool shit like that, Jeet. Mitty says, social credits, please. What on earth is social credit? If I may be so bold to ask. Did I pull up the landing gear? I don't think I pulled up. Oh no, I did pull up the landing gear. Never mind. Don't worry about me. That's how you know the pilot's checking his checklists. When he says, oh, did I pull the landing gear up? Although, can kind of cheat a little bit in this sim and actually go outside. Which, I mean, you can try and do in real life once you're in the air, but I've heard it doesn't end very well. So... Swift Fighter says I've spent more on the marketplace than buying the actual game. Yep. Absolutely, Swift Fighter. I think everyone's probably in the same boat now, mate. I think everyone is probably in the same boat. Which probably means that boat is very, very beyond its weight capacity and has probably sank. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. Right, so our first point of interest is Pioneer Square. Now, obviously, the people who created this square were the pioneers of the four-sided shape. I mean, not really, obviously. I could check the gear lever. Yes, I could check the gear lever, but that would require me to pan my camera down, so it's easier to just cheat. Mitty says, disregard the social credit, I don't want it from you. I have no idea what it is, so sure, I'll disregard what I don't know. I'm assuming it's like when you credit somebody for, stuttery goodness. When you credit somebody for, I don't know, doing something, saying something that's like on point in relation to a conversation that's occurring in the chat. I don't know. Alright, so this is Boeing King Co. international that we are doing a low flyover here. Is Boeing Kingco International where they make the aircraft? Maybe? I honestly thought it was Everett, Snohomish, Painfield, but I could be wrong. Because I think they changed the name of Boeing Field recently, so I'm confused as to who is what and where, but that's fine because as Bubba pointed out earlier on today in Shane's stream, I tend to get confused easily. It's a thing. Social credit is a... Oh, that sort of social credit. Okay. Makes more sense now. Loving the starters. Loving the starters. The starters are great. Is a system of control. Yeah, don't get into that. It's worse than adjustable rate mortgages. You are not wrong, Jeet. You are not wrong. I have an itchy snoz. It's probably my bloody mustache hairs. Can't wait for Movember to end in that regard. Let me tell you. Some sort of stadium there off to the left, next to another stadium. Should probably keep holding onto the joystick, otherwise we're going to have a serious issue flying this low over the city of Seattle. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the city of Seattle. If we were actually flying this low right now through the city of Seattle, I'm pretty sure we'd be having a escort very, very quickly. Enjoying the wonderful stuttering as everything continues to try and load in and my internet basically melts. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I went to my modem right now, which is chilling in the other room, I would probably need a fire extinguisher. Yeah. We'll try not to run into the Space Needle. Especially seeing as we've already run into one thing at the airport already. We'll avoid this massive tower. So this is Lake Union, which is the hub of Seattle Seaplanes, in case you can't read. If you put the modem in the freezer, it will stabilize. If only that was actually the case. Gee, if only that was actually the case. Oh, did I miss it? I think I missed a waypoint off to the left. The David Rogers Park, but that's alright, it's just a park. I'm sure we've all seen parks before. Or parks and recreation. Speaking of parks, we have the Woodland Park Zoo and Woodland Park. So in case you missed the David Rogers Park, here's another demonstration of a park. It's also my home down there, the zoo. It's where I live. And then we have Green Lake, which is a lie because it is in no way, shape or form remotely green. And then, oh my god, we've got to dip hard to the left here. What type of dip, I hear you ask? Hummus, probably. Williams, it's very hard to read the chat and deal with these stutters and hand fly at the same time. But anyway, I will do my best. Oh, Shithole Bay. Is that what that says? It's certainly what it looks like it says. Oh, Shills Hole Bay. Never mind. Never mind. I prefer shithole bay on a sleeve it anyway. Now, back to what William was saying. Starter. Where is it? There we go. We have social credit right here on the streams. The more you chat and like, the more coins you get. This is very true, William. This is very true. We do have social credit on the streams. So we have the Ballard Bridge and Salomon Bay. Am I going to try and go under the Ballard Bridge? Probably not. It doesn't look like the kind of bridge that you'd go and try and take a plane under. In fact, yeah, I don't think we'd be getting a plane under that at all. Okay, let's not stall the wing, shall we? Right, next waypoint is Discovery Park, and then Shills Hole Bay. Really need a better internet connection. NBN, if you are listening, can I please have FTTP? For the love of everything holy, I am like one of 3 houses in the street that doesn't have FTTP. For God's sake, if anybody in the street needs it, it's me. I'll pay for it. Don't worry. That's actually not a bad idea at all, Swift Fighter. Not a bad idea at all. No, like, I will like, my internet right now costs $79 a month because, as you can see, the speed ain't brilliant. Like, it can't load in a city and stream super successfully at the same time. It sort of results in a lot of stuttering and stuff like that. I will gladly pay double that if I can get 1,000 megabits per second, or a gigabyte per second, which is what some fiber optic can achieve. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, the other thing that sucks is the fact that, I'm like one of 3 or 4 houses left in my street that doesn't have fiber to the premises, but fiber to the node. And as far as I know, I'm the only streamer in my street, so... Again, NBN, if you're listening, please reward those who actually need the internet speed to, you know, we'll call it the side hustle, to complete their side hustles. Jid says, did you know that the more complicated sound carriage makes streaming very difficult? How so? Golf course below. Why can I smell toast? Like cooking. It legitimately smells like somebody's cooking some bread in the toaster right now, which is weird because I'm the only person here at home. Hopefully it's not my PC. That would be slightly awkward. Maybe it's the modem. In fact, it probably is the modem just dying in the kitchen. Yeah, my sinuses are dry, Jeep, because we're having some incredible levels of pollen over the last week and a bit. Extreme and severe every day for the last week and a bit on the pollen count. So, yeah, you're probably onto something. Right, so try again. In 6 nautical miles here, we have Painfield, Snohomish County. We are going to perform a T&G. And then we'll probably do the first little bit of the flying with the autopilot on. Does anyone, is this Boeing's test airport, or did I miss it back there with Boeing Kingco because they changed the name from Seattle Boeing Field or whatever it was? It doesn't matter because I put both as waypoints, obviously, but just more for me knowledge. Say why we're like turning towards the right, and I'm concerned by this because I know for a fact that both engines are fully operational right now. Should we do a no landing gear touch and go? Nah, we won't do anything silly like that. We'll just whoa, some serious sink there. We can almost refer to the twin Navion as the Titanic #2 with the amount of sink we got then. High speed touch and go here at Painfield. Hopefully there will not actually be any pain felt. There'll be a lot of float. God, that is the softest runway kiss I have ever done in a touch and go scenario. Alright, so the first little bit of our flight doesn't require the 10,500 foot MSA. Go up at 500 per minute. She's a bit rough. All right, there we go. Yeah, very buttery MIDI. Possibly too buttery. Yeah. Yeah, so I knew that streaming required a good upload speed, a good reliable upload speed, and a nice low ping, of which I have neither. So, good start. Oh, hello. Hello, doggo. You need to go out. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Alright, doggo interruption number 1. Wonder how Bella's still in here, so I wonder how long until Star comes back and knocking on the door going, "Hey, I'm lonely and bored." I might just change our viewpoint away from Seattle, just so we get some better bandwidth and some better frames. We need another bot and more commands. What other bot do we have? First up, how do we even get another bot? Like Nightbot or something as well, operating alongside? But why would we need another bot? More commands I can do, Mitty. That's not... Like, I know we've got a shit ton already, but I'm happy to do more commands. So, just some Aussie bot. To make that work, Mitty, I have to create a YouTube account. Then I have to tell Streamlabs that YouTube account is a bot account, and then I need to set up in the chat bot and give Streamlabs permission to log into that account when streams go live. So using Streamlabs, you can only have one bot, as far as I know. Feel free to educate me otherwise on that. Which is why I was saying maybe we can use Nightbot. Whereas Nightbot's easy. You literally just log into Nightbot in your browser, and then it just links up to whatever YouTube account you're currently logged into using Google Login. So if I was to bring in a second bot, that's the way I'd do it, Mitty, and I'd make Nightbot the information thing that, you know, flight plan, server, all that kind of thing. Use the Streamlabs chatbot for our soundboards, emotes, all that sort of stuff. But I do actually need to get a bot for Discord. So if anybody's got any recommendations, please let me know. Because yeah, that's the only thing, that's the only part of the channel that doesn't have a bot yet, is Discord. Yeah, we need to just pull some throttle out before we burn all of our fuel. Why do we need a Discord bot? We don't technically need a Discord bot, Mitty, but it's useful. Like, you can use the, so you know, anywhere between 45 minutes to 2 hours before a stream, I would usually post a thing in the Discord that sort of says, hey, we're doing this soon, going from here to here, here's a link, here's the flight plan, and all that shebang. I can just get the bot to do that on my behalf. I just set it up, set the time that it's going to happen at, and it just does the rest for me. Which will be really handy because on these afternoon streams like this one, the earliest I can sort of get the flight plan and the link and the information about the stream into the Discord is maybe an hour before the actual stream. That's about the earliest that I can do it. So it would be handy if the night before I can put it in and make it come 2 hours or 2.5 hours before the stream. Mitty says, I mean, we had this with physics, but it wasn't really reliable. Oh, okay. Jeet says stream cord may help. Let's have a quick... What is stream cord? Let me have a look. Stream cord. Oh! It works for Twitch as well, which would actually be really good because I need to go back onto Twitch, and I've been waiting for Streamlabs Prime to drop in price, especially seeing as it's currently Black Friday. I'm surprised it hasn't already. Yep. Bark, bark, bark. That's Star. That's probably her way of saying, hello, I've gone and done what I need to do. I want to come back in now. And now Bella wants to go out, of course, because Star's barking. So, doggo interruption number 2. There you go. Need some bloody, need some OnlyFans in this place. God damn. We've only been simming for an hour. And, shit warm in here. Mitty says, Bella is a good girl. Okay. More, Bella is the quiet one that you've really got to keep your eye on. Mitty says, do I see an A380? Oh! Is this what you're talking about, Mitty? Don't break it. No, no. I've had this thing for 15 years. And it's still, other than the fact that it's a little bit dusty, all the engine nacelles are still intact. It's, yeah. Yeah, Victor Hotel, Oscar Juliet Golf. That was a Christmas present like 15 years ago or more. Possibly even closer to 20 years now. Yeah, it would be close to 20 years I've had that model for. Just as you can see, it's very much a prized possession because it has no scuff marks or damage or anything on it. Yeah, Oscar Juliet Golf. They don't look like Rolls. Good point, actually, Mitty. There's no label on the, there's no label on the engines, so I'm not Bring it to the camera again. Yep, no worries. You can't see it in 144p. That brings me to my next question, Mitty. Why are you watching in 144p? Is that close enough for you, or do you want me to actually put it in the camera? Yeah, I didn't think they were Rolls-Royce when you mentioned it. They look like, oh, what's the other engine that Qantas used on their 747s? I was going to say Trent, but no, that's Rolls-Royce. Oh, you're watching it in HD. The screen is so small. I was going to say 144p. Yeah, thank you. GE's, General Electrics. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I don't know where it was purchased from. I don't know how much it cost. And I don't want to know. Because I think I was like 12 or something when I got it. So 12-year-old me was just completely stoked to have a proper, you know, nice aircraft model that I could put on display. So right now, let me just scroll out a wee bit. We are... I thought we were on an island, but we're not on an island yet. We are near Port Angeles and all that though. So this is the port part of Seattle. So the very, very slow, long fermented sweet wine part of Seattle. And then what's the... Oh, I see. Hey, the international airport here at Port Angeles is the William R. Fairchild. There you go, William. You've got an airport at Port Angeles. I know your last name's not R. Fairchild. It's Kelly, but, you know, take what you can get in this world. Oh, and to come back, fucking hell. Constructing a sentence is not my strong point, is it? To come back to what you were saying before, Mitty, about the screen is so small. I don't know whether you're referring to your screen or the fact that the webcam is quite small. Deliberate. You only need to hear me. You don't need to see me with my arms waving about like a wacky inflatable man thing that, you know, the air things that are out the front of dealerships. That's basically a demonstration of me on a stream. You don't need to necessarily see that up close and personal. Oh, so you have to do monthly plans, Swiftfighter. That's, yeah, exactly, Adventure Bush Flyers. That's exactly right. For God's sake, Star. It's the same person it is every day. The housemate, John. You know who he is. Why are you barking? It doesn't make any sense. She's now got Jai's own dog barking at Jai. Doggo interruption number 3. I'm going to be back just to, yeah. Okay, it sounds like no, never mind. Everything's under control. Back to the stream. I think. Yes, back to the stream. Just heard the sound of entering his room, so that means he's managed to get inside. So all good. I don't need to get up and let the man inside. G'day, Mr. KC Plane Spotting. How you going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again just to reiterate that I do actually genuinely hope that you are doing well. Just want to really, emphasize the hope you're doing well. I don't know why I'm doing that when I'm asking if you're doing well. It's more, no, it's not even that. You know what? Just ignore the hand actions. They don't make any sense. They don't match up with what's being said. A lot of are you, Star? Where the hell did she go? Oh, there. God, she just about knocked Jai off his feet when he reopened the door to leave. Yeah, Mitty, exactly. It's a threat. You gotta be well or else. That's exactly right. Are you doing well? You better be doing well or else. Speaking of this doggo and how insane she is, in case that wasn't obvious enough from the fact that she just basically took out everything on her way back into the room, is that so Black Friday sales, and unless I actually need something, I don't usually take advantage of sales. Like, oh, it's Black Friday, let's buy a new phone and 5 televisions. No. Like, why? You don't need that. That's my view on it anyway. But the local pet shop messaged me or sent me an email, and they're like, Black Friday deals. And I'm like, now there's something I can get behind, because she would have needed a new bag of food next week. So I was like, hey, perfect opportunity to get her food nice and cheap and a few other bits and pieces. So I did exactly that. Got 2 bags of food and a new collar and various treats and some biscuits that help her, some cannabix. So, the hemp seeds made from those, helps with the coat, helps with her anxiety, all that. Anyway, I digress. Got her a beef jerky stick. Came home, said g'day to them both, etc. Got a treat for Bella, gave her her little treat. All good. This one, got her to do a sit and a lie down and all that sort of stuff. And then, okay, gentle, which is the way that she knows that I'm going to hold the treat in front of her and she needs to come to it, but not, She's very good at it. I think she underestimated, so it was a beef jerky twirl twist thingamajig. I think she underestimated, because she's not used to having massive treats. I usually just give her little bits and pieces. So she jumped up and she's like, she deep-throated the beef jerky stick to the point where she almost choked. I mean, it may not sound as funny on a stream, but in the first 2 minutes of interaction with your dog, and your dog's like, on a... It made me laugh anyway. Mitty says, I got the... G'day, Lazarus, mate. Just sneaking under me there in your Strike Eagle. Hope you're doing fantastically. Welcome to the stream. Mitty says, I got the best deal. Instead of 60% off, you put 60% on during Black Friday, but only those shops where people barge in and steal items and everything profit. Somehow I don't think that's going to catch on, Mitty. I just, don't think that that's going to be a thing. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see now why I decided when we were on the ground at Seattle to put the propeller and the airframe de-ice on. Because look at the difference. Off to the right hand side, beautiful weather, nice and sunny, few clouds in the sky. What we're heading into looks like, well, it's not nice and sunny and lack of cloud, that's for sure. Basically, the weather's decided. Seattle, nice, really nice, beautiful, great, Canada, screw you. That's literally what it's like right now. Because if I am not mistaken, and I'm not, this land here is Victoria in Canada. So, literally, US, lovely, sunny. Canada, dark, gloomy, grey, cold. Just want to throw it out there as well that I really, really like Canada and I would live there. I think I've said this before on streams, but it's just, Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought when I saw it, Mitty. I was like, hang on, what? And then I was like, I know, right, yeah, south of Vancouver is like... in fact, it's very similar to Melbourne, actually, Mitty, because you've got Vancouver, which is, for example's case, let's say Vancouver is Melbourne, and then you've got Victoria, which is Geelong. They're a similar distance. Oh, no, they're a little bit further apart. You can actually fly between Victoria and Vancouver. I think it's a 15-minute flight. You can't really fly between... you can fly between Avalon and Melbourne, but it's like a 2-minute flight. Yeah, Lazarus, I really, 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 really want to get the opportunity to go to Canada one day. Vancouver especially. Also, Whitehorse, I've heard, is really scenic during the summertime. And Montreal, Toronto, that part as well. But if I was to do that, I would probably, with a bit of a journey into some of the US places as well, catch up with a few people from over there. Yeah, Banff, Kamloops, that part of the world, or basically 90% of British Columbia. Calgary, that sort of area. I wonder actually if we have a... Well, first off, I need a little bit of lighting in here now that we've got such overcast weather. But the other thing I'm trying to find is there an exterior thermometer on this thing? Yeah, have we got an outside air temperature at all? Because I'm curious to know. I mean, we've got a suction meter. It's not exactly... not sure, William, because I haven't spent enough time understanding the ins and outs of the Garmin 530. I'll be honest. I'm honestly surprised, though, in an aircraft like this, that's like the Trinidad, semi-glass, semi-steam, I'm surprised that there is not an OAT gauge. Especially seeing as there's a clock and all that as well, and yeah. Anyway, that's alright. It's not, mustn't be a... How do I structure this sentence? Think about it before you open your mouth, Bryce, for once. I don't know. Anyway, not important, clearly. So this is the city of Victoria, not the state of Victoria, the city of Victoria. Our little twin Navion is being closely followed by a strike eagle. I don't know whether we're getting an escort or whether we're getting an escort, you know? Is buying Game Pass on another account with the same credit card legal? Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? The Legislative Assembly of British Columbia, hey? Actually, that reminds me, we've got a bloody state election tomorrow. Jesus Christ. I completely forgot about... I mean, I voted, but I completely forgot about that till I just read Legislative Assembly of Canada, or British Columbia, should I say. Be a very interesting election. I mean, that's a conversation for another stream or another video, but a very interesting election. My electorate is going to have a by-election because, unfortunately, I think I already detailed this in one of the previous streams, but unfortunately, one of the candidates in my electorate last weekend, so that means the particular electorate failed. Oh, you're using the $1 first time membership sale thing. Yeah, Swift Fighter. Nice. Yeah, that should be fine, because it's like in a different name and all that. So yeah, that should be eat swab, bro. I don't know why I decided to go. What are they called? Bloody Eshay. Don't know why I decided to go Eshay on stream, but there you go. Got to make everyone feel included. Somehow I don't think there's going to be any Eshays watching Microsoft Flight Simulator streams, but you know. If you're somebody from overseas and you're like, what on earth is an Eshay? The people who wear the short shorts, the bum bag, the collared shirts, the caps, and are basically the scum of society at like age 12 or 13, and think they own the place and walk into, you know, shops and steal stuff and are just a general bunch of dickheads. That's what an Eshay is, basically.
Where we belong, haven't changed a bit in my heart. Your words have never been wrong. You are my own safety zone. You're solid like a granite stone. It came very sudden today when we moved away from what had been our home since forever. I was scared then, so scared that I would lose you.
That's about all I know from Fortnite dancing. Oh, and flossing, but I can't do it. For a minute I thought these places, these little suburbs that were down below us, like before how I thought it was Shithole Bay, I thought that was Central Sandwich and East Sandwich. It's me like, geez, they really have some interesting names. I also thought that Confused Joker was flying a Volvo, so, you know, I feel like I'm the confused Joker in this situation. Jesus, what is with the stuttering? Stuttering's worse than me on a stream. There we go, there's North Sandwich and Victoria Airport, and that's right next to Sydney. Jesus Christ. Bloody hell, Canada. Do you know what is a reverse exorcism? Where you add the hell as opposed to removing the devil? In which case, I probably have a reverse exorcism on a daily basis. Oh God. Alright, Mitty. Did not expect that as the response. So, just to clarify, I don't perform a reverse exorcism on a daily basis. Just want to put that out there now that I know what it actually is. Just clear up that, you know, last thing I need is is my name in Epstein's little book and an invite to a random island. What are you barking at? Is this going to be Doggo Interruption number 4? I think it might be. This song is a good explanation actually right now of me. Save me from myself. Mr. Oz Flight Simmer says, aha, dream on, lol. Didn't
hello.
Oh. Hello.
Welcome to, are you streaming or are you?
Yeah.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hello, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer. How you going, mate? Didn't Aerosmith do something about Dream On? Dream on! Dream on! I can't go any higher, don't worry. I'm not going to try and do that on stream either because I'm pretty sure I would then need to fund everybody's...
I shall load up and come in.
What are they called? Hearing fixing stuff. Staff, for the love of everybody. Shut up. No one's out there other than the people who live here. Okay? Yeah, no, well, yes and no, Mitty. Hearing aids is from when you have too much phone sex. Yes, Ninja, you have to listen to Wes twice. That's exactly right. Speaking of which, I should probably mention, I'm just chilling in the Hot Mic channel in Discord. If you want to just, jump in and chat. Wait, what?
Talking about, whatever you said to Minnie, I think I misheard it with hearing aids.
No, you definitely didn't mishear that. It was, hearing aids is something you get from too much phone sex. Sorry to do that to you, Ninja, but yes, unfortunately. You will need hearing aids.
He's looking forward to tomorrow when he actually goes live on the stream with me and plays cricket.
What, are you streaming cricket tonight or something?
No, we're planning for tomorrow night because he's going to stream tonight. But we're planning for tomorrow, and we're going to do a best of 3 series.
So I was having a conversation with Shane earlier on in his stream today about cricket. I can't remember how we got onto the topic. We got onto the topic somehow, but I basically was saying to him, I'm really good at cricket because I'm a 1 who scores 2s, 4s, and 6s. I'll just let that one simmer in your brain whilst you connect the dots.
Yeah, but we know with me that connecting dots ain't going to happen.
Now, because I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing here, realised that Friday Harbour is just below us, and we're planning on making an arrival at Friday Harbour, so I better do something about that. Or, because we're on the border of Canada, I better do something about that. Nice, Mitty. Nice. I like it. I also want to throw it out there that I don't actually think I'm a 1. It just makes sense with the cricket joke, Careful, Wes. I'll remove your admin roles and make him admin. Really turn the tables on ya. So, not that it shows up in the sim, but we are currently flying over a location called Juan Vineyard. So it's obviously a very, very small winery because there's only Juan Vineyard there. Very, 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 very weird weather in this part of the world right now. It's like really, really dark clouds, but it's not raining. Ooh, I should probably not end up in the side of the mountain. I mean, I know Shane's just arrived in the stream and I want to make him feel welcome, but I won't do it that way. Wow, if I don't put some power in, we're going to do it that way anyway. And now I can't actually see where we're going. Right, so we have Friday West there. And we have the water Friday Harbour off to our left. Can you stop nosing up so much, Twin Navion? Oh, maybe I should adjust myself in the pilot seat to, be actually in a position like a pilot would be. What the... Oh my god, there it is. It's not actually labelled. I'm thinking, where the hell is this airport? It's right there. I'm assuming it's not labelled because it's actually part of the Friday Harbour water runway. Kept looking over at little nav map going, something's not right here. Have I been hand flying the whole way? William, so far I've probably hand flown 90% of the way. Between Snohomish County and Friday Harbour we used autopilot, but up until Snohomish, and from when we passed over that airport before, whatever it was, I can't remember exactly, but we've been hand flying. Hello, do you want to put it down? There's only a certain amount of runway here. Let's get it down. Down. There we go, down. Just halfway down the runway. Slam the brakes on. This thing doesn't quite stop in the way that the Trinidad did. Need to do a Brembo brake upgrade on this thing. Wes says, don't forget, press the like and subscribe button if you are enjoying the stream. God, I got Wes and Midi advertising for me in chat. It's amazing. Appreciate both of you, by the way. Keep stream going. Yeah, the stream's not ending anytime soon, let me tell you. What we're basically going to do now is we're going to turn around here at Friday Harbour, because I forgot about the fact that I no longer have the Friday Harbour Payware Scenery by Orbex. Oh no, I don't need it, because this is supposedly a handcrafted airport within the sim. Whoops. Anyway, we're going to turn around now and we're going to take off, and we're actually going to do some normal flying things now. So for the rest of the flight, the minimum safe altitude is 10,500 feet. So we are going to go to 10,500 feet. Very good. And that's also mainly because we need to really just reel in the fuel consumption a little bit. Flying, hand flying at 3,000 feet for a good majority of that flight has not done us any fuel consumption favours at all. God, the stutters when you load in all of the multiplayer people is intense. So intense that you could almost refer to it as glamping. So I've got the brakes on full right now to give you an idea of how bad the brakes are in the twin Navion. Not good. Not good brakes. Nice runway exit job there, Adventure Bushflyers. You missed us by a bee's dick. And don't obviously worry too much about the fact that I'm just getting on out of here. The twin Navion only flies at about 150, 160 knots, so the rest of you have no trouble catching up. Oh god, Wes just had a crash to desktop, and I know for a fact that Wes was flying from Adelaide to Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi. So that's got to be annoying. Yeah, no, we've still got a fairly decent amount of flying to do here, Swift Fighter, so there's definitely not going to be any shortage of, well, hopefully entertainment for yourself whilst you wait for your Game Pass shit to sort itself out. But once I do have this aircraft set up on autopilot and all that, my next port of call is actually going to be sorting out the doggos' dinners. Because it is feeding time for the animals at the zoo. Except for myself, obviously.
I see you climbing.
Alright, so let's bring out all the flaps, get some speed going. There we go, very nice. And then we will turn on all the... So I want to go up at about 600 feet per minute. Very good. I reckon we can also turn the audio back on now. I reckon we're far enough away from those A310s. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, position us like that with the sun in the background, and I'll be back. Gonna go sort out the doggos' feeding time.
Wanna
Alright. We are back. And the doggo has been fed. The other one was with Jai. Jai's dog was with Jai, believe it or not. So he'll sort that out, I'm sure, at some point. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that little last bit that I just did there with the drone. I was like, hey, this, you know, sat down and I was like, this is a mad song. Let's try and throw something together with the drone. I still need to practice a lot with my drone piloting skills. But I maybe should have slowed it down a little bit as well. I feel like I probably picked too fast of a speed there. So as you can see, we've got a decent amount of flying now to just do. Why is it all so stuttery still? Interesting. As you can see, we are now coming up over... Oh, I know what I need to do. So we are still climbing. I need to pull the mixture right down, mate. Just right down. There we go. Get that fuel consumption into something. That's better. All right. So as you can see, we're coming up over the nice mountainous terrain and glaciers and all that beautiful shit that we get to look at. And yeah, all the way across to the Grand Coulee Dam, which I believe is not far from Spokane. No, it's not. So once we get to the Grand Coulee Dam, we have 60 nautical miles to get to Spokane. However, in the process of getting there, we need to cross over the Mount Baker... Oh my god. The Mount Baker Snoqualmie? Yeah. Mount Baker Snoqualmie. Park, National Park, whatever yeah, that thing, and the Okanagan Wenatchee National. Yeah, I'm good at this. I'm good at the English language. I don't think these are actually English words. I think they might be like. Why am I having so many brain short circuits today? What the going on? The the traditional people from this part of the world, the landowners, what the f are they called? Why can't I get this? Why can't I construct a sentence, for God's sake? Thank you, Mitty. Bloody hell. Yes, exactly. The North American natives. The people who... Yeah, I'm assuming it's like in their native tongue is what I'm trying to say. After that, 400 years that you guys just waited for me to get there. Swift Fighter says it worked. I only spent $1, now I got it for 3 months. Very nice, Swift Fighter. Very, very nice. Change the batteries in my brain. I think more than the batteries have gone flat, Wes. I think we need a whole operating system update. Service Pack 1 is now available for installation. It's probably been about 10,000 Ks since I had my last brain service anyway, so it's probably time for another one. Oh my god, the wind coming off these peaks. Looks like we might be in for a rough one. Hope everyone's got their sick bags. Why do you appear to be struggling so much, plane? Very, very nose up. Probably don't need to be climbing at 600 feet per minute anymore, because we are basically at the MSA. I wonder what the service ceiling of this thing is, because I get the feeling if it's struggling at 10,500, Camair 480 twin Navion. The service ceiling is 21,000 feet. Maybe I've just been too, I've probably been too heavy-handed on the reduction in propeller, throttle and mixture for an aircraft that was still technically climbing. Also, what are my frames right now? Because they seem potato-ish to the point where we could probably refine it into vodka. The Flylive Studio used to tell me my frames, but for some reason it doesn't seem to do that anymore. I think I know why. Wow! I'm getting 12 frames a second. Okay, something's definitely very, very wrong if I'm getting 12 FPS. What is going on?
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that I and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown. Before the clock runs out, the sun is shining, but the rain is
What do you want, Star?
friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my
What do you want?
mind, but then it's here. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, really low. Especially considering that we are nowhere near a major city right now. Something's very, very awry. Also, my GPU's only at 37-41% and my CPU's only at 36%, so I'm very confused. If I'm only getting 13-14 FPS, why is my GPU only at 30-something%? Something is not right. Something has been changed since Sim Update 11. Actually, I probably know what it is, and it's the fact that my 3080 does not like 1080p. It's too low. Oh. That's probably part of the problem, is we were no longer on DirectX 12. Terrain detail was never at 200 either. What else has it changed since the last... Oh, piss off, I'm not restarting the sim. That did absolutely nothing to the frames. I don't know how it's coming across in the stream for you guys, but it's like my frames are capped at 15. That's what it's acting like right now. It's barely noticeable? Okay, cool. If it's barely noticeable in the stream, that's fine. Just, yeah, that's weird. I'm just, yeah, the thing that's making them the most curious is why am I getting next to no performance out of the 3080? Anyway, all good. As you guys said, it's not really affecting the stream, so that's fine. We will just roll with it. Swiftfighter says, where are you? So, Darrington Municipal, 1 Sierra 2 is the nearest airport, as you can see right now in front of us on the sim, Darrington Airport. Alright, now we're up into the 20s in the FPS. Is puffed an Aussie slang for out of breath? Yes, William. That I don't know if it's just Aussie, but yes, it is a slang word that we do use for out of breath. When you've run out of puff, you know? Sounds like when you've run out of like a substance or something, you know? Oh, I'm all out of puff, mate. Can you get me some more? God, we're already 2 hours into this stream. Time has absolutely flown past. Literally flown past. Isn't that what Fonzie does? I feel like somebody should, you know, do a comedy-based remake of Happy Days or something and just be like, B. These happy days are yours and mine. Anyway, we won't break into the Happy Days theme song on stream unless there's a demand for it. In which case, you know, you feel free to leave your song requests in chat, and I'll attempt them. Or a better option would be to put earplugs in. Honestly. Obviously, some of the mountains around here have they got some interesting names. I mean, we just passed by Round Mountain, which I'm sure they really, you know, they got the group together. They sat down, they brainstormed names for that particular mountain. I think they had a few too many drinks, you know, and they were just like, "Hey, bro, I don't know why I decided that the Americans who are deciding on a name speak with a Kiwi accent, but they do." But yeah, Round Mountain, and then now off to the right-hand side of our wings in a moment, we will be seeing White Chuck Mountain. Wes says Barbie Girl. That's your song request. Of all the songs you could request, Barbie Girl. Really? At least it isn't Broken Hill. That's true. That's true. I feel like the same group of people probably got together and had some more beverages before naming Broken Hill MIDI. The difference is they obviously, I don't know, smashed a few glasses or bottles or whatever in that particular meeting. But I mean, if we flew into it, it would be a broken hill. Actually, no, it'd be a broken plane, wouldn't it? Not really going to break the hill by flying into it. Unless we're flying at 777, in which case, you know, different story. In that case, what's the hardest song to sing? It's a treaty by Yothu Yindi in native. Two problems there, Wes. First up, I don't know the song well enough to give you any sort of performance or rendition of it. Secondly, no. What's the hardest song to sing? Well, one that comes to mind straight up that is well known for... Shut up, Wes. I know I said any song. That doesn't matter. You're not meant to hold me to that. Yeah, off the top of my head, the hardest song to sing that, you know, sort of comes to mind straight away would be Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. A lot of vocalists say that's quite a difficult song to do. So, is that your request, Wes? You want Bohemian Rhapsody? That works. Do that. I'm not sure it does work. Like, it does work, but for you guys, I mean, I'm not sure that would work, because picking the hardest song and then asking me to sing it, somebody who's had no formal singing training in their life, just sounds like a bad idea for the people who are listening or who are going to be subject to listening to that. Swiftfighter's been reincarnated, which is actually quite possible probably in the I nearly said the 22nd century. I've spent a few last few hours in the DeLorean or something, but we've gone forward in time as opposed to back. Mitty says there's no rhythm to it, you can't vibe to it. I beg to differ, Mitty. You can absolutely vibe to Bohemian Rhapsody. Usually because you're belting it out at the top of your lungs and you don't care about who's listening, because usually it's in the car. But you can most definitely vibe to Bohemian Rhapsody. Hilltop Hoods, all up in this... Isn't that one of their lyrics? Hilltop Hoods, all up in this bitch? It is. This life turned out nothing. Yeah, nosebleed section. By now I should have had some land, some money in my hand, around about 50 grand, but I got nothing. I write bums on the bus, I keep suffering. Something about the lines in the dust, you keep sniffing. See? I could have a successful rap career if I could remember the lyrics, which is the problem. But Hilltop Woods is not really singing, Wes, it's rapping. This song is a vibe. Why is this song a vibe? Just, I'll set up me DJ booth, just... Yeah, anyway. Well, it must have been enjoyed by somebody, because me doing that for that split 10 seconds or whatever got us 2 extra likes on the stream. So shout out to whoever that was. Glad you enjoyed that. Just, I'm trying to envision, the Australians will understand this one, but I'm trying to envision the newspaper clipping of John Howard. John Howard DJs like a mag, see you next Tuesday. Those who went to school in Australia back when newspapers were a little bit more mainstream will know exactly what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, on the decks tonight is DJ JSA. I mean, honestly, Wes, if I was to give myself a DJ name, I'd probably be DJ Bin Chickens or something, you know? Just because it's probably going to be bottom of the barrel DJ stuff. I've actually thought about potentially somehow implementing bin chickens into the stream. Maybe if we, you know, create a, what are they called? When everybody flies in tandem and does cool shit? A aerobatics display team or an aerial display team or whatever. We can call them the bin chickens. Yeah, a formation of bin chickens. Siggy butts. They even eat siggy butts. Siggy butt brain. You always take my lighter. Sorry, just I know everybody who's not from Australia right now is like, what is going on? The Australians will be understanding perfectly. If you're having any issues, I'm just waiting for a mate, okay? Fun fact, I don't know if I think I have said this on stream before, but the just waiting for a mate occurred around the corner from my childhood, where I grew up in my childhood. Literally at the shopping centre that was like 5 minutes drive. I remember seeing it on the news and being like, I recognise that. And those who know that part, that area of the world, will not be surprised in any way, shape, or form that that's where that occurred. So it's potentially going to be a bit of a slowish journey here because we've got 45 knots of wind. Probably also why every time we go over a peak we basically get smashed around. You're lost, Mitty. Of all the people who I thought wouldn't be lost, you were high up on the list. So what are you confused about? Are you confused about Siggy Butt Brain? Are you confused about just waiting for a mate? Are you confused about John Howard DJs like a mad? See you next Tuesday. So sorry, Mitty. My bad. The middle option. Just waiting for a mate. Please tell me you've seen the video with the guy in the Lancer who was doing doughies in the car park whilst he was smashed out of his brain. And then he ran up onto the curb and got his car stuck because he like split the axles and all that in the accident. And then when the cops approached him, and, what's going on here, mate? And he's just like, I'm just waiting for a mate. He's inside. Even though this is like 2 a.m. and Coles is closed. Bloody hell, my chat is full of moderators. G'day, Gummy, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody good. Yeah, exactly, Mitty. You do know what I'm talking about. Because I didn't think I needed to say so, Mitty, because any Australian, you go, I'm just waiting for a mate, usually gets the reference. yeah, what Wes said, it became a huge meme all across social media. It was on Vine, the whole kit. My God, is it rough right now. I genuinely hope that whoever's on board here has got their sick bags, because bloody hell. How you doing, Gummy? I'm assuming you know what I'm referring to when I say, oh, just waiting for a mate. Yep, and I am well. Yeah, doing good, mate. Doing good. Can't complain, really, for a... What are we? A Friday night? Yeah, can't complain for a Friday night, honestly. Stable flight for you. I don't know whether the... Yeah. Many questions now, Wes. Yes, you do. You do. You do. Stable flight. Well, I guess that actually makes sense, Wes, because you do a lot of horsing around, so stable flight would make sense. This scenery is bloody specky, mate. Bloody specky. You got the sun set. Why is the sun setting at like 4:15 p.m.? What sort of... What? We're not even in summer or winter in the case of this part of the world, and the sun's setting at 4:15 p.m. Is that like legit a thing? Or is MSFS just taking the piss? If it's setting at 4:15 p.m. in November, what the hell is winter solstice? 2 p.m.? Yeah, I took a specky, Garmy. Call me Specky McGee. I feel sorry, honestly, if I ever took a specky over someone, for the person who I was taking a specky on. Like, mate, you better have some bloody tough shoulders, because you're going to support some serious mass. Yes, Wes, you horsing around. Oh, you are still in the Discord chat. You hadn't said anything for so long. I was like, oh, well, he's... I mean, I know the Discord chat doesn't necessarily go off all cray-cray unless there's multiple people in there. Bloody hell, more shake, rattle and roll. Swift Fighter says, guess my reincarnated name tag in the sim. And where... Oh, you're eating dinner. That makes sense. Where's that make sense? And you just had a crash to desktop as well. Great. It's not really ideal. Right, let's see. What is Mr. Swift Fighter's reincarnated name? Possibly Richard Emma Forever, but I don't know about that. I'm just taking a guess because it's a Dark Star and that is the kind of plane that you would fly. Swift Fighter? I just realised I've still got me bloody landing lights on. And me taxi lights. That's better. Much better. Not you? Are you the... No, you're probably not the Zumwalt Slayer because that 747's been in active pause for a while. I don't know, Swift Fighter, you need to come a bit closer to me, mate, or separate yourself from the 4.6 million name tags that are near the sunset. Because I still don't have the name tag mod, I can't actually read any of them. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of an endemic, isn't it, Garmy? Leaving the bloody landing lights, especially I find in the GA planes. I just fly along, it's like, oh, why is everything so bright? Because you left your bloody landing lights on, dickhead. We might, I'm gonna have to probably perform some acts of God in a minute. Just because I didn't expect the sun to be setting at afternoon tea time. Aha, it's 4:20. It's 4:20. And we're flying over the state of Washington as well. Interesting. Maybe that's what all the cloud is that's currently above these mountains, if you know what I mean. There we go, let's bring it back an hour to 3 PM. And then at least, with any luck, we should have a nice sundown as we come into Spokane. Swift Fighter, you wouldn't happen to be Jimmy Baz Barrow, would ya? Cody says, hi mate, I had to go do gardening outside for a bit, but I am back. Welcome back, Cody, mate. Hope you're doing bloody well. Hope the gardening was good. What were you gardening? Just like watering plants, pulling weeds, or were you actually planting some like veggies and stuff? Mitty said, I just found out that Bryce single-handedly Not quite, Mitty. No, not quite, mate. I don't think one person occasionally dipping into that particular ingredient somehow causes the thunderstorms across the eastern seaboard of Australia. Just throwing it out there, you know? Don't quite think that's how it works. Hey Mitty, this is going to sound like a completely stupid question for a sec, and I already know what the answer's going to be, but I'm going to ask it anyway, just for the lols. You like food, don't you? I can't believe I just asked somebody a question like that. Especially somebody who watches this channel, because 99% of people who watch this channel are also massive foodies, I've sort of come to discover. Oh, you're putting plants in the ground, but not food plants, Cody. Just plants. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the response. I'm going to send you a message in Discord in a moment. Do what you will with that information. Yeah, just plants. Yep, nah, fair enough, Cody. Fair enough, mate. I mean, I guess that's just because the only time I've ever done gardening, other than obviously the gardening you have to do at the start of spring and the towards the end of autumn, which is just pulling all the weeds and all that shebang, is planting, you know, tomatoes and potatoes, garlic, onion, carrots, all that sort of stuff. That's the only real gardening I've ever done. Spitfighter says, let's hope Bill Gates gives my old body back. I thought you were just applying for a new Game Pass tag, Spitfighter, not an actual life reincarnation. More to the point, what on earth has Bill Gates got to do with the reincarnation of your life? Mitty, depends what your response is, mate, or how in-depth you want your response to be, because I don't really want, like, the suburb and all that, or the general part of the state plastered all over the internet. So it's a very subject response. But honestly, if it's harmless on chat, is fine. You don't have to, Mitty. I just thought, because I know you like food, thought I'd just throw that out there. There is also the one on a Wednesday night in the city. Will it be harmless? Why wouldn't it be harmless? The only thing it's going to harm is the belly. Just make it slightly more. Hey, Drew is here. G'day, Drew, mate. Welcome to the stream. Drew says, I have an affection for food as well. Really? You don't say. I mean, the man who came up with the idea for cooking on the fly has an affection with food. Funny that. Anyway, just a callback and reminder that brie and beets are not foods fit for human consumption. They are Satan's snacks, that is all. Well, Drew, I guess that makes me Satan. Which is probably not surprising to anyone. Free food included? Nah. Def's not free. Unfortunately. No, I did not skip a beat to say that. Yeah, I probably am, Mitty. Don't worry, Mitty. As Satan. Jeez, I've really taken this on board straight away, haven't I? As Satan, you can breathe easy, Mitty, knowing that all the priests are in hell. Or at least a large number probably should be. Is that a little bit too extreme for YouTube? No offense to the religious people, but I'm not religious. And I hate the idea of... Yeah, I don't think there's a topic for... I don't think that's a topic we're going to continue on a stream somehow. Anyway. Your mum said you got to stop watching that Australian Devil Boy channel. I feel like now I need to actually do another cooking stream, and it needs to be stuff like deviled eggs and all that sort of stuff, just to be like, haha, this is my satanic meals. Macca's food review? You want me to do a Macca's food review? Now is probably a bad time to, well, not a bad time, but now is probably a time to mention that I did in fact do that in Singapore and Malaysia and Thailand and the Philippines, and I have no footage to show for it. Thank you very much, Microsoft Windows, for your corrupt update. Cody says, do you like eggs? I most certainly do, Cody. I most certainly do. They are very, very excellent. Got to do it through drive-through. That's exactly right, Wes. That's exactly right. Drew says, deviled ham, deviled eggs, something fra Diablo. That's a good theme. It's not a bad theme, actually, is it, Drew? Now that we put some heads together and come up with it. Swift Fighter says, I'm done taking the piss with the reincarnation crap. I'll be normal now. Now, Swift Fighter, if you don't mind, I will be recording this portion of the stream because you've just said you'll be normal now. And in my 29, almost 30 years on this earth, I have never ever once seen anyone, especially on the internet, be normal. So I just need to, for recording and future purposes, I clearly need to just document this piece of history. What about dams, Mitty? Big bodies of water. Bit like me, big body of water. Well, and some other ingredients, but yeah. Anyway, Wes says, I'm normal, question mark. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Wes. I'm sure Ninja will back me up. In fact, I'm sure half of YouTube would back me up on that, but I'm sure Ninja will as well. There you go, bang. Ninja's read it and he's straight into the chat like a hawk, like, what are you talking about, boy? You love eggs, Cody? You're eating them right now? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be eating them for dinner. Don't hold me to that, but judging by the ingredients that are in my fridge, I've got avocado and smoked salmon and I think goat's cheese or feta cheese or something like that, and green olives, and I think eggs. So I'm thinking, if you know what I'm thinking a bit of bread, bit of smashed avo, bit of salmon, bit of, bit of some green olives, bit of salad stuff, finish it off with some eggs, nice bit of Turkish bread underneath. Wes is eating pizza with no eggs. Good. Seeing as you're I think you were saying you're partially allergic to eggs, or the protein in eggs messes with you or something. So I'm glad you're not eating eggs, because, yeah. Drew's having a quesadilla. Yum. I don't mind me a good quesadilla. This might sound crazy to you, Drew, but I don't know if it's the case over in the States, but here Aldi has a line of food called Urban Eats, which is like your frozen meals as such, but sort of on a elevated level, so you can get things like bao buns and soup dumplings, zhilong bao, whatever they're called. Your ingredients, actually they do. I just don't have any wraps. I've only got Turkish bread or sourdough. Otherwise, that's not a bad idea. But on the thing of quesadillas, you know, as I was saying, bao buns, zhilong bao, all that sort of, you know, slightly more upmarket fancy stuff that you're like, oh. They've got various quesadillas. So they've got, I think, barbecue pork one and a bean one and chipotle chicken. This is from Chef's Taste Buds. 8 out of 10. No questions asked. And it's like $3 for 2 quesadillas. So shout out to Aldi. And yeah, I'm curious to know whether Aldi's the same in the States. Yes, Aldi, the German supermarket chain. I know, it sounds insane. But I don't get anything from Aldi's freezer section other than their like bags of frozen veg and stuff, because it's always good to have some frozen veg in the freezer. But in terms of like meals or, you know, like ingredients like fish or chicken, the only things I buy from that are meal related from Aldi is the stuff that is branded Urban Eats, because it is just great. Mitty says back, doggo interruption myself. Okay, glad I'm not the only one who suffers from doggo interruptions. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Wes. I find the same problem here. If you go the day before special buys, when they obviously restock all the shelves, and it's basically empty, the Urban Eats stuff. Do I like Nando's Peri Peri? Of course I do, Swift Fighter. Nando's is great. A little bit on the expensive side, but I don't mind paying, because you know that when you get Nando's that it's going to be decent. No matter what day, no matter what time, it's going to be decent. And as with everything in this world, you get what you pay for. No, but it is on the pricier side, Mitty. I mean, ooh, that's the Grand Coulee Dam that we're, that's the airport anyway for the Grand Coulee Dam. Where is the actual Grand Coulee Dam? There. Not much going on right now at the Grand Coulee Dam because it's frozen over. Yeah, exactly. A tad bit, but honestly, like to go a chef's perspective on the price of food from restaurants and cafe. All of you, are getting such a good deal when you eat out. You have no idea, or some of you probably do. But food from a restaurant You might think, oh, this is a bit expensive. Trust me, it is so cheap compared to what it should be. What's Nando's? Yeah, well, actually, Wes, because you've, it would be a long time since you've touched a Nando's, wouldn't it, mate? Because there wouldn't be one in your home part of the world, and you've spent most of your last however many years up bush in Oz, so there's probably no Nando's out there. Bush dumplings. Yeah, I'd be down to learn bush dumplings. That actually sounds really good. Sort of like just leftovers into a dumplings. Drew says raspberry coulis. Yes, what about it? Fantastic. Yeah, they're definitely in Adelaide, mate. Are you trying to tell me that you've actually never legitimately been to a Nando's before? Wrong, Drew. I passed the Grand Coulee Dam. We also passed Rice Ranch before. Not Bryce Ranch, Rice Ranch, as in basmati, jasmine, arborio. I love it how my chat is just mod. I tried to put mods from each part of the world so that whenever I streamed I'd have a couple of mods in the chat, and the result is I've got all the mods in the chat. I see wrenches of blue, lots of blue wrenches too. Oh, you've only tried Guzmani Gomez, hey Wes. That stuff's pretty good though. Like, Guzmani Gomez is better than Taco Bill. And better than Taco Bell as well. When you lived in New South Wales, it was Eagle Boys or a Porto. Okay, so to perspectify, fucking hell. Oh, right, okay, that's interesting choice of words there, brain. Anyway, we're going to roll with it. So, to perspectify your comments there, Wes, Nando's is a Porto's but good. So, think of it as an upmarket version of a Porto. A very upmarket version of a Porto. Really? They have a Guzmani Gomez at Moorabbin Airport? I guess there is passenger flights out of Moorabbin, so that's not... Or are you not talking in the terminal? Because I know there's the direct factory outlets and all that at Moorabbin as well. So is that where Guzmani is? Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, Wes. I absolutely nail Indonesian, Malaysian, Thai, Filipino cuisine, Korean, you know, the whole... Ooh, speaking of Korean, if you want good Korean food, like South Korean food, and you don't want to go to South Korea, this is more aimed at the Australians and all that, Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai has some of the best South Korean food I've ever consumed. I know, right, Swift Fighter, it's crazy. I certainly didn't expect this when I didn't expect my whole moderator team to turn up to the stream. Not complaining. Want to throw it out there. Extremely grateful that all these... that all the mods are so supportive of the channel. It just looks hilarious. Whatever you do, Swift Fighter, don't make any mistakes. because you'll be banned within about 3.2 milliseconds. No, bad choice of words there, Mitty. The little passenger concourse. That's probably a better way of putting it. The little passenger concourse where King Island Airlines and all that operate from. Wes is saying that SA has 4 Nando's, one at the mall that he goes to. There you go, Wes. You'll understand exactly what I mean. I don't disagree. A Porto it's all right. It's not bad. You know, if you're looking for cheap fried chicken, fast food, and you don't want KFC and you don't want Red Rooster, and like. If I go to a Porto, I get a Bondi burger, double Bondi burger, extra chili sauce. You know that I think that's the reason that everyone goes to a Porto in Australia. Really, is just for the Bondi burger. Yeah. So Drew, that's exactly why I did it, because a few people. Had been mentioning in various Discord channels and across the socials, hey, if you turn your channel to subscribers only, they stop coming. Wes, if you've had grilled, Nando's is on par with grilled in terms of quality, so pretty decent. Wes says my town is that behind the times that we only just got BCF and Aldi last year, and you are bigger than my town, but you got to keep in mind that you got my town, which has got 30,000 people. 5 minutes drive away, you've got another town that's got another 30,000 people, and that the whole Shire area has a population of nearly 70,000, and it's not exactly big. Yeah, so agreed Garmy, agreed Wes. Grilled is delicious, but too small. Takes you 4 hours to get to JB Hi-Fi. Yeah, 30k people in 2 towns close by and regional MIDI, but just. To get to a JB Hi-Fi. My closest JB Hi-Fi is a 45-minute drive. My closest to Harvey Norman, unfortunately, is like a 5-minute drive. And if it makes you feel any better, Wes, we only got Bunnings 2 years ago. And we only got Kmart like 18 months ago. I agree with you. I agree with you, Garmy. Kmart's amazing. And I walked into the local Kmart today because I was down there getting the pet stuff because they had the Black Friday sales at the pet store. And they've of course got the Black Friday sales at Kmart as well. Plus the fact that Christmas is exactly 1 month away from today. There's all sorts of cool stuff at Kmart, like all this new stock, new lines of stuff that they've obviously brought out for the Christmas period, and it's all Black Friday sales, which I think Kmart's 40% off for Black Friday, and I was just standing in there like, want that, want that, want that, want that, want that, want that, want that. You asked Swift Fighter, what did I miss, mate? Because it's really hard to, because of the amount of blue names with wrenches, I'm actually struggling to see the normal names. There we go. Swift Fighter says, do I know the God Killer sword from Thor Love and Thunder? I do not, Swift Fighter. I do not. That seems weird, Wes. 60 odd shops, but half of it is empty. I wonder if it's like a money laundering front or something, a bit like Red Rooster. Sorry, did I say that live on stream? Rent prices? Jesus. I didn't realise you lived in Manhattan, Wes. Are you in one of those towns where they just bump up the rent prices? The rent prices to stupid levels, are you? Oh, Drew, I fondly remember when you tried the Cheetos mac and cheese on stream. I forgot who sent it to you. Gawin did. You artfully described the orc-like electric orange glop with deft diplomacy despite your revulsion. Yes, I remember doing that, Drew. And as Gawin said, he literally sent that to me just for the lols to see what sort of reaction a chef would have to and the fact that the ingredients in it, the various red colorings, were listed higher than the cheese and the pasta was the dead giveaway that, oh my god, what am I about to eat? Not to mention that the result at the other end was fluoro red. A tinge of fluoro red. Probably because I've never consumed that many artificial colours in my life. $4,000 a week for a small area? Are you sure you don't live in Manhattan, Wes? Actually, you know what's interesting, Drew, is when I did that taste test, Cheetos had only just sort of started to come into the Australian market. Prior to that, we had just Twisties, which is like Cheetos, but the Aussie version. And now, I have seen the Cheetos mac and cheese, the Flamin' Hot Cheetos mac and cheese, on shelves here in Australia. But if you read the back, the first ingredients are pasta, cheese, salt, MSG, and you have to go way down the list, and you'll find the natural red colouring. And it doesn't have the same in-your-face fluorescent red colour either. And that's simply because the artificial colours that are in the version that got sent to me are not actually legal for human consumption in Australia. Alright, so we are 20 nautical miles, slightly further because we need to head out towards the left. It's going to be interesting to see how we go with these FPS, and I would love to know how I'm meant to fix these FPS as well, because we are not in a heavy scenery area. Minnie says, I love cheese, but Cheetos and Twisties are not something I enjoy. The same thing, Mitty. The only Cheetos and Twisties that you will ever see me eat is the same Doritos you will only ever see me eat, and that's the extra flamin' hot, because they've actually got something to them other than overpowering cheese powder and MSG flavour. But like you, I love cheese. All sorts of cheese. Soft, hard, blue, you name it, I really like it. No. Same boat. I don't want to just taste artificial cheese powder. If I'm going to have cheese, give me legitimate cheese. Or if I'm not going to have legitimate cheese, at least give me a rounded flavour, you know? Don't just give me dried cheese powder, sir, on a chip. Give me something else. Give me some, you know, some other flavours. Give me some black truffle or some chili or, you know, or both. Red Lake number 5 is dreamy. I'm not sure dreamy is what they were trying to go for, Drew, with the flavouring of the Cheetos. Just a feeling I've got that dreamy was probably not their first aim. Are we not going to be able to see anything on arrival here at Spokane? That's going to add a new level of fun. Whoa! You can definitely tell that we're getting gusts of wind, because, Jesus. Right, 2,400 feet above sea level. Is the airport. Ooh, red curry for dinner. Hell yes. Swift Fighter, I'm coming for dinner, okay? My smashed avo and smoked salmon and all that on Turkish bread can wait 24 hours. Red curry sounds even better. I'll be on the next flight up, mate. Flying so blind right now. I'm literally just using little nav map to try and figure out where we are in relation to where we need to be. And the frames are getting worse as we go. I have literally got 7 frames. Why? What is killing the frames so much, I wonder? I've never had performance issues like this before, other than when we were in LA. And it was fair enough, because that whole part of California is a huge amount of scenery to load in. If we are performing this landing in this level of clouds, it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Hope everyone's got their cameras and recording equipment ready for this one, because yeah. Need to be careful of my altitude. I need to, I am only 2,000 feet above the ground right now. Not that you'd have any idea about that. You can't see it. I reckon I know what the problem is. 2 seconds. Oh, okay. I reckon I know what's causing the frame rate issues. Maybe not. Maybe not. I thought it was the traffic injector, so I just turned it off. But nope, it's made no difference whatsoever to the frames having the traffic injector off. Not at all, Swift Fighter, because in Thailand, mate, that's what they actually do with their green curry, red curry, and yellow curry. They cook the sauce, the base, and then they add their protein later, because in a traditional recipe, you're cooking the spices and the base for such a long time that if you put your protein in first, by the time you're done, you may as well pull your shoe off and start hacking away with a knife and fork. Alright, let's start losing a bit of altitude again here, and hope that we can, at some point on this arrival, actually see something. Like a runway would be great. Because I haven't figured out how to set up the ILS approaches yet in the twin Navion. It shouldn't be difficult because it uses the Garmin 530, but yeah. I can't see a thing at all. All I'm doing right now is making sure we are 1,000 feet above the ground until we're like really, really close to the airport. And just making sure I am basically in full landing config. The FPS is still causing a serious problem for me as well. Australian Idol just called and it's a no from me. Well, that would be interesting because you're not an Australian Idol judge. So the fact that they called and then it's a no from you makes me feel like you're suppressing what they actually told you, Shane. Plus, Wes has already requested Bohemian Rhapsody, so I'll break out into that for a sec if you'd like. This is going to end so badly. Hand flying in VFR flight in these conditions. Seems legal and all that, right? Sorry guys, I can't even read the stream right now because the combination of the stuttering with the weather is making this nigh on impossible. And the fact that the bloody waypoint thing keeps jumping around like a crackhead on a pogo stick. Well, that looks like an airport. I'll take it. So about all I was ever going to achieve was just making sure that we can actually find the airport. I found the airport. Didn't land on the runway, but I didn't hit anything either, you know, other than maybe scraping the wing against the ground. Oh, somebody's got the A310. There we go, Brad Chad 96 has got the A310. No idea what's going on with my frames either. Let's not subject all of you to that vacuum cleaning, shall we? Right, so we're on the ground at Spokane, but honestly, we could be on the ground at fucking anywhere right now. No clue where we would actually be. So I might just take off live weather for a minute just so we can see what is in our general surroundings. Oh, hello. That still didn't help the frames for some reason. Very curious as to why the frames per second are so bad all of a sudden. Anybody else had this issue with the sim where just all of a sudden the FPS becomes 1/3 of what it was? Oh, you have, Shane. Okay, cool. Any ideas on what causes it, or it's just random, you know, duck, duck, goose? It's been a common shout of late. Okay, cool. Because, like, I'm currently, like, as you can see, we're on the ground at Spokane. There's not much scenery, really, for it to load in. Oh, he's disappeared far enough. I was like, what's going on? And I'm getting 7 frames. 6 frames. 7 frames per second right now. What? Doesn't make much sense. Alright, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spokane, here on the very eastern side of the state of Washington. I hope you guys did enjoy that stream. I know I certainly did. And I'd like to say, obviously, a massive thank you to everybody who did jump into the stream, whether you were flying along, whether you were in the chat, whether you were doing both. I know there was a few of you were doing both. Lazarus, Swift Fighter, somebody else at some point as well. Sorry that I've forgotten who you were. But, oh, Wes. That's bad on my behalf. Whoops. Sorry about that, Wes. But yeah, appreciate every single one of you for being here. If you haven't yet shown some love to the stream via a like or a bit of a subscription. You know, if you did enjoy it, I'd be incredibly grateful. Helps the channel, helps me, tells the YouTube algorithm good things. I mean, it's a three-way that everybody can get behind, if you know what I mean. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, you make sure that you look after yourselves, stay safe, stay well, don't do anyone on do. And I'll catch you wonderful people in the next stream. Cheers. Appreciate every single one of you. Oh, and there's no end screen because right now they're being worked on to fix the whole audio issues. So instead you get a Shane style end of stream thing in a sec. I don't mean to interrupt. Spokane, Washington, USA. Don't think you're going to have a Saudi A320 or an Air Corsica A320 either somehow. Just putting it out there.
Waiting for the knock to knock me out. Waiting for the knock to knock me out. Waiting for the knock. Coco, arrest me. Waiting for the knock.